Hey guys, and welcome back to the Wood Burning and Hobbyist Kit to the Beginner's Guide here on the Thelearningdroid. Again, it's a single temperature machine. It has disadvantages, guys. Don't expect it to be the cream of the crop. It's a nice cheap machine though. We're still continuing on with our tips, guys, and at this point we're going to do the shading tip, the shading point. It does work for shading, guys, but personally I find it to be a little bit awkward. The problem with the Wood Burning Hobbyist Kit for shading, guys, and this is the shading point, so I'm going to address this. I've said it several times. It's a single temperature machine, guys, and it gets too hot, really, for shading. So it's all about getting the timing right, and there's a very small timing window you can use. You can blow on the tip to cool it down. You can press it into wood to get a carbon build up on it. But getting shading right with the Weller kit is very difficult because it's single temperature. So if you're looking for delicate shading, you should really be looking for a variable machine. But this is the shading point, guys. Again, it's quite common among most, there we go, among most solid point machines, guys. It's a thin, I'd call it a leaf shape, most people call it spear shape, but it's a thin leaf or spear shape of the material the tips are made out of. And it's used for shading. You can also use it for branding leaf shapes into the wood, but it's used primarily for shading, for giving a certain degree of variation to areas of your work. With the Weller kit it's difficult because it's all about timing, and I would say that I've never really done much shading with the Weller kit, but with a little bit of practice, guys, I'm sure you'll be able to do it, no problem. I'm not brilliant at this sort of thing anyway. So guys, thanks for watching. We'll move on to the burn now, and I'll see you in a bit. We're on to the video for the shading bit, which is the last one I'm doing today. Last one I'm recording today. It's a bit weird to put in, so I thought I'd film myself putting it in, because you have to put it in at an angle, but other than that, screw thread in, screw it in. The shading bit on this isn't brilliant. I've used it both for dotting, so you've got the point and you can dot with the point just as you can with the engraving bit and the dotting bit. So make sure you can see that. Yeah, you can just dot with it, same as with all the other bits that have a point. You can also use it as a brand just to produce this kind of spear shape by rocking it like a foot. So you start on the point, rock it slowly back like a foot, and there you go. You have to be careful not to get that overburn, as you saw me do there. You can also use it for shading, guys. By making sure you've got it moving the whole time. To be honest, with the Weller kit, shading is difficult. Not impossible, guys, but difficult. And thanks to putting the foot down several times, I've actually got a carbon build-up on the bottom of this, which is making it slightly easier to shade. But guys, you can also use the edge of it. Cable's getting in the way, be careful about that. You can also use the edge of it, guys, to sort of drag shaded patterns and things. But all in all, guys, it's pretty decent general bit. You can use it to make straight lines if you use the edge, dot with the point. Shading is difficult because you can't control the temperature. If you want to do a lot of shading, guys, if you want to be a very shading based person, I would say very much get an adjustable temperature machine rather than something like this. But you can, if you're careful, do a little bit of shading. Bearing in mind the machine's at the full temperature now, so if you want to do more subtle shading you'd probably do it sooner. Basswood, just like all the others, guys. Footprints. Rock from front to back, try not to catch the machine. Shading, just gently shade it in. You can use the tip of it to shade, you can use the base of it to shade. You can use the edge of it to shade. all in all, guys, it's quite nice. I mean, there's not really much to talk about with the shading bit. You shade with it as suggested, you point with it, and as I said, with the Weller Wood Burning and Hobbyist kit, guys, don't expect to do professional level shading. It's a single temperature machine, it's not really designed for that. But if you want to blacken areas, guys, then you could go far wrong. So, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in this playlist and many others. See you soon.